Well, this morning, United Workers of Harris County CWA Local 6154 are joining forces, and they're going to be at a Board of Trustees meeting as we speak to take a stand against a reduction in their workforce. So let's go live real quick to H-Town Morning News' own Kara Willis. She's live this morning talking to members, and also I believe that meeting, and she's trying to get reaction to it, is taking place as we speak. Kara, tell us more.
Hey, Sharon, good morning. We had an opportunity to speak to some of the United workers earlier about their concerns. Their biggest concerns is a reduction in the workforce. They tell me that they have put in for public records requests, and they have some of those numbers, but they say that they're not getting the transparency they need to give workers the rights that they deserve. Now, that meeting that we spoke about for that board meeting is going to be happening in the next few minutes. I'll tell you, and I'll read this to you, the Harris Center for Mental Health and IDD, they say that the personnel of the Harris Center, they are the backbone when we talk about some of the critical health care that so many people here in Houston need. They say that when we talk about a reduction in the workforce and a reduction to some of those resources and the impact of cuts to funding, that is going to be something that's really going to really hit hard when we talk about some of the healthcare needs that so many people need here in Houston. Now, I want us to, I'm not quite sure if that meeting has started just yet. It is set to start at 8:30. We did reach out to Harris County for a statement on the United Workers and their concerns. We have not heard back yet. As far as the Harris Center, we have not heard back as far as, you know, a statement as well. They said they will not be making a statement this morning, but there will be some public reactions. Let's listen into what they're talking about now.
For Harris County residents, they need longer wait lists, more people in crises that will spill over into our emergency rooms, our jails, our juvenile detention centers, and shelters. We know that turnover, rehiring, and service interruptions cost more than simply keeping experienced teams in place.
And I know that some of those United workers will be in that meeting as well. I saw them gathering outside of the Harris Center this morning. They were having a brief meeting on what they would be discussing this morning. Again, as I mentioned, the Harris Center personnel here said that they will not hear from the CEO this morning as far as a statement to the United workers and their concerns. But the biggest thing here is that they want answers. They want transparency. They want an opportunity to be heard when it talks to healthcare needs here in Houston and what workers deserve when it comes to protection for their jobs and, of course, more resources for those who are in need of health care. Now, Sharon, I'm not sure if you can hear exactly what's going on in the meeting right now. They are supposed to start at 8:30, and they told me they would start on time. Hopefully you can hear, but we hope to have more updates on this later in our morning. Sending it back to you.
All right, thank you.